Hi, it's Dr. Hazel from The Food Medic, and today I'm doing the first of 4 healthy recipes with instant brands. And the first recipe we're going to do is a breakfast cookie, which is really easy to make. So I'm going to let you guys grab your ingredients and hopefully you can cook along from wherever you're watching in the world. So for this recipe, I'm using the Instant Pot Pro Crisp and I'm using the air fryer lid. The reason I love this recipe is it only takes 10 minutes and it just makes breakfast a little bit more exciting. I'm using some standard porridge oats. You only need half a banana, peanut butter or any nut butter that you have, some vanilla extract, some dark chocolate chips, but you could use raisins or nuts, whichever you prefer, baking powder, and a little bit of maple syrup, and that's all that you need. So first things we're going to do is grab a banana. We're going to use half a banana and just mash it in our bowl. If you want to double this recipe and use the full banana, that's absolutely fine. And then mash your banana with the back of the fork. Add a tablespoon of peanut butter, but you could use any nut butter or tahini. I'm going to add a little splash of vanilla. You could leave this out, but I like the taste, so I'm going to go with a 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract and a little bit of maple syrup. I'm only using a teaspoon, so it's a very small amount. You could use honey, you could use brown sugar, whatever you have in your kitchen. It's a very versatile recipe. Half a teaspoon of baking powder. And finally our oats. So that's all of our ingredients. I still have my chocolate chips, but I'm going to add that at the end, so I'll just leave them there. Just grab a wooden spoon or a small spatula and give it a good mix until it comes together into a big dough ball consistency. So it should look like this when you're finished. I'm just going to grab an oven-proof dish, so anything that you have that can go in an oven can go in here. And I've just lined it with some baking parchment. So grab your cookie dough. You're just going to flatten it out. So it's kind of like a cookie shape. And then I'm going to take my chocolate chips or raisins, whatever you're using to mix it in, and I'm just going to stud the top of the cookie, and then this is what it looks like before we pop it in the air fryer. So we're going to go with 10 minutes at 180 and then just press start. That's going to warm up quite quickly, and once it's ready to go, we'll pop our cookie in. So I'm just going to take my lid off, pop this all in here. Make sure your lid's secure, and then that's good for 10 minutes. So the air fryer will prompt you to turn the food, but you don't need to. It'll beep a couple of times and you can just ignore it. Okay, so that's 10 minutes, and as you can see, it just stops itself, so you don't have to worry about it overcooking. You can go do what you need to do. So I'm just going to take the lid off and take the cookie out. I love how quick and easy this is. It's basically just like a mini oven. So that's what it looks like, and it smells amazing. So you could have this as it is, or you can have it with Greek yogurt, which is what I'm going to add to it. Serve a big dollop on top, and I think we'll just go for another little drizzle of maple. So that is my breakfast cookie ready in 10 minutes using the Instant Pot Pro Crisp, using only 6 ingredients, and I promise it tastes as good as it looks. See you next week for recipe number 2.